Okay, everybody. I hope you can hear me, and I hope this makes sense to you guys. Welcome to business. My name is Mr. Carnell, and there's two people that teach business studies at this school, Mr. Carnell and Mrs. Pyatt. Okay, Mrs. Pyatt is the head of department here, but welcome to you guys. My intention for this next half an hour or hour, however long it takes, is just to run you through what the course is going to consist of, the transition work that we hope that you guys will do over the summer, which is very minimal, which I'm sure you're pleased to hear, and also to really give you a flavour of whether you would enjoy the course or not. Okay, I hope if you speak that I can hear you. I've tried to do that, but we'll see. Okay, so what does the course actually consist of then? So feel free to take notes as you go. All right, we have 3 papers in this course. Okay, at the end of the A2 year, you'll have 3 papers. The 3 papers can test on anything, all right, that you've covered in the 2 years. So we used to have a thing where people used to think business studies is easy or easier than other A-levels. It's certainly not the case now, all right. They have completely changed the course, okay, and it's really interactive, it's really fun, and it's actually quite difficult as well. The content-wise, if you have a business mind, you'll be fine, but the application analysis-wise is a little bit more difficult. All right. Now, I just want to say a couple of things beforehand on how our current students feel. Okay, our current students love the course. All right, we have around about 45 students doing the course in year 12. Okay, and they really do love the course. All right. Around about the end of September, every single year 12 year, people have an opportunity to leave the course and go to something else in terms of any A-level course. We don't have people leave business. They really do love it. All right. They enjoy the teaching, they enjoy the content, they enjoy having each other's company. Certainly in my class, I am fairly strict, but as soon as everybody understands where the line is, we have a great time. We talk about business, we talk with each other about business. We've got somebody in year 12 who started their own business and is doing very well with it. And people tend to hang about after lessons and stuff like that, talk to each other and talk to us, the teachers. So if you do the course, you know, this is my experience that people do love it. They enjoy it, and so hopefully you guys will too. Okay. I'm just going to talk very quickly. Everything is business, okay? Everything is business. You know, a school has to balance their books at the end of the day. A school has to have money come in. A school has to, you know, have an expenditure plan, all right? It is all business. The NHS is business. They can't just spend billions and billions and billions and just waste it. You know, they have to balance books. You have to be accountable financially. So even if you're thinking about going to something like physiotherapy, which I know a couple of my students are, one student was like, you know, how can I use it? And I was like, well, when you come into business, when you go into physiotherapy, you're going to have to rent a room. You're going to have money coming in, your outgoings, etc. You need to have some sort of business plan to do that. So I believe everything is business. Now, I'm just going to very quickly run through the list of subjects. We do marketing, we do human resource management, we do operations, we do finance, we do business strategy, we do tactical decisions, and we do things like how do business make decisions. Okay, we cover all those things. All right. My year 13s will tell you that they can pick any business, Coca-Cola, Tesco, whoever, okay, and they can analyze that business now at the end of this course. They can now analyze that business, real business, as an investor, as a shareholder, as a manager, and they can tell you the strengths and weaknesses about that business. It's a truly great course, all right? It's a truly great course because at the end of the day, that is business, all right? And that's what we teach. We teach you how to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of businesses, and hopefully teach you, give you ideas to maybe start a business. And we teach you strategies if you want to go into management and stuff like that. Okay, I just think that's fantastic, the way that they end this course and they can literally pick any set of accounts from any business in the world and analyze their strengths and weaknesses. Okay, now one of the great things about this course is the application. Okay, the application in the course. All right, we have to teach you how to apply to different businesses your answers. It's not just about the theory, all right? You have to then apply it to business contexts. So we run through with you so many different businesses, okay? My students this year have covered Aston Martin, Kodak, EasyJet, Nokia, Coca-Cola, Amazon, all right? They've covered all of these businesses and analysed them and seen how they're doing and how they've done in the past. Okay, for example, let's take Kodak for example. Okay, Kodak, I don't know how many of you have heard of Kodak, but Kodak was a huge company in the 1990s and 2000s. All right, they own over 90% of the market in camera and filmmaking. Okay, within 10 years they were bankrupt. Okay, why did that happen? All right, well, the reason why it happened is because of the invention of the digital camera. Okay, everyone goes, okay, that's nice and obvious. They didn't adapt quickly enough, etc. Therefore, new technology, therefore they went. But what some people don't know is the person that invented the digital camera actually worked for Kodak. Okay. So we go into interesting stories like that. How did they then manage to mess it up so much that they went from, multi-million-pound company to bankruptcy when they actually invented the digital camera themselves? Okay, so we go into stories like that. Take Nokia, 2007 market leader. Okay, worth, I think, something like $50 billion or something like that. Okay, within 2-3 years they were worth about $7 billion. Okay. Why? Okay, simply because of Apple coming out with the iPhone, okay, and Nokia not being able to adjust, basically completely wipe them out. So we take a look at them as well. We take a look at people's leadership styles. Jeff Bezos being a good one, richest man in the world, of course. And you can think about your own leadership style when you study this. Okay, Jeff Bezos, he's a very autocratic leader. Okay, he loves to have control over things. I know he's just recently stepped down, isn't he, from Amazon? But we take a look at him. We do in-depth analysis on different people's leadership styles and are they successful? Are they not successful? Someone brought up this year, one of the students, that Jeff Bezos used to send, if he had a complaint within his business, he'd send an email to the relevant person. And it was like, quoted, this is from the relevant person, it was like a ticking time bomb. You had to get on it and deal with it quickly and answer his concern. You wouldn't put anything else in the email, just a complaint, and say deal with it. Okay, he's very autocratic. All right, take a look at Amazon. We look at them as well. Amazon have gone from, zero not so long ago to a multi-billion-pound company. It's incredible what they've done. Absolutely incredible that you can do that. So we take a look at them. We take a look at digital technology, things like that. Coca-Cola, you might not know this, but there was a thing called New Coke that came out. Their marketing strategy, they basically abandoned the Coca-Cola that and came out with a new Coke. All right, it completely flopped. So we look at things of why that flopped. And what was the ideas behind it. It's a really interactive course. Okay, we look at so many different businesses. If you're interested in business, this is a brilliant course for you. If it's if it's, you know, if these stories which I'm coming out now are interesting, this is the course for you. If these stories that I'm coming out with now, you find it pretty boring and you think, not that interested, don't really care, then it's not the course for you, probably. Okay, we do everything in terms of applying our theory to these businesses. Okay, so something for you to think about. Hopefully, you found those stories interesting. Okay, Dragon's Den is something which my students ask for a lot of. All right, if you're unsure about whether you want to do a business or not, please do have a viewing of Dragon's Den. Okay, I do show it to my students. Of course, we can't watch it all the time, but maybe it's once a week. I show a 20-minute episode of it because it brings in terminology from business. It is real business. You know, these I know it's dramatized, but it is a real business pitch. And you know, if you enjoy watching it, then you should enjoy the business course. Okay. And as I said, the students we have at the moment, all of them enjoy the business course that we do with them. Okay. So what else do I have to tell you? So I have to tell you about the transition work, which I'd like you to do over the summer as well. Okay. And this is it basically, and you're gonna have to note this down. All right. I want you to have a look at 3 companies of your choice. Okay, any of your choice. PLCs, so public limited companies. Okay, the ones that invest on the stock exchange. Okay, I want you to find out their revenue and profit for the years 2019 and 2020. All right, what was their revenues for the years 2019 and 2020? Okay, I then want you to write a paragraph on all companies, all right, on how COVID has affected them. Okay, so just those 3 companies, write a paragraph on how COVID has affected them. All right, why do I want you to do that? Well, because that will give you a good idea of what we do in business. Okay, we often go to the computer room, we research companies, we research businesses. Okay, real life businesses. All right, and if you enjoy doing that transition work, then you should enjoy this business course. Okay, in addition, we have to do external influences, okay, on businesses. How are they affected by external influences? Okay, and that's quite a big thing. Some of you would have heard of PESTEL. Okay, that's external influences, and we have to cover it. So please do that. Okay, I'll just repeat it one more time. Okay, research 3 businesses of your choice, PLCs, public limited companies that are on the stock exchange. Okay, find out their revenue and profit for the years 2019 and 2020. Okay, and then write a paragraph on those 3 businesses of how COVID has affected them. All right, that's the transition work for the summer. Okay, should be nice and simple. And if you have that ready for when we come back, that would be fantastic. All right. Couple of other things which I'll just mention very quickly. Obviously, COVID has had a huge effect on many businesses all around the world. We researched that as well. You know, when you come in, that will be our first couple of lessons, actually doing the upside and downside of COVID. A lot of people have made millions of pounds out of COVID. Okay, a lot of businesses like EasyJet, for example, had 60% of their value wiped off because of COVID. They are recovering now, but that's what happened when COVID struck. We also do, on that note, we also do, I wouldn't say teach you how to invest, but we also do look at investments, okay, and such as owning shares in businesses. All right, a lot of money could have been made due to COVID through people investing in shares if you'd have invested at the right time. We look at that, we talk about it. With my class, I get them to actually pick companies which they think are going to be good investments, you know, and they can invest in those businesses virtually, of course, and we see how we get on throughout the year with them. Okay, so that's basically the roundup of business studies. Okay, as I say, it's hugely enjoyable, it's hugely interactive. Okay, if you enjoy business, it's a real fantastic course, and we really try and make it come alive as much as we can. If you have any questions, please do shout up. I believe you should be able to, as long as the technology is okay. And I'll just wait on if anybody has any questions for me now. Okay, so at the moment it seems like we don't have any questions, which is fine. I'll just make sure that is the case. Okay, so I will end there. I wish you all a good day. Please do watch the video back if you wish, to make sure you pick up everything that I've said. Have a good day, and I hopefully see you next year.